All right.
Thank you, and thank you very kindly. It is indeed a great pleasure to present to you at this particular time.
It's your boy E-Dale, a.k.a. Mr. Facts, man.
That's facts.
Kick the truth to the young black youth.
That's facts. That's facts.
It's your boy E-Dale, a.k.a. Mr. Facts, man.
That's facts.
Indeed, man. Welcome back to Facts. It's your boy E-Dale, a.k.a. Mr. Facts, and my co-host, a.k.a. Nut, Mr. David Washington in the building. You know what I mean? I got my hood guy in the building. What's happening with you, homie?
Man, I'm vibing, man. Just trying to stay alive.
Hey, listen, you sound like that guy under the tree playing checkers with that bottle. You go out there and ask, hey, what you got going on today? I'm just trying to survive. No,
Man, that's it, baby.
hey, look, it's good to hear from you, man. I ain't heard from you in a minute, though, man. What's been going on?
Man, I just been chilling, man. Like I said, ain't doing too much. Just trying to stay alive, trying to make it to tomorrow. Thanking God for the day.
Hey, listen, man, that's what it is, though, man. I mean, I think most of us can. That resonates with the people out there, man. So look, today, man, I got a heck of a story, man, and a heck of a topic, man. And I've been pondering on it for a while, you know what I mean, with this China Sun thing, man, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get you to come on with me, man, and talk about this, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a very interesting story. China set off a sun, an artificial sun, maybe about a month ago or so. I was reading the story. But the artificial sun gets 5 times hotter than the original sun. You know what I'm saying? What is China trying to tell the world? Or maybe even America?
I don't know. I think they're ahead of the game. You know, China got a 20, 30-year plan, man. I think they, and then, you know, with that sun, reading the article, because, you know, I topped it up with you about it. That, you know, they're doing it they trying to conserve energy. It's energy purposes, according to them.
According to them.
You're right.
Right.
According to them. So look, you never know.
Let me ask you this. I got to thinking about it, right? And I just kept thinking and thinking. I said, maybe we all just looking at it the wrong way. Let me just ask this question. I don't know how much blood. What if that artificial sun is 5 times hotter than the other sun? What if it has the power or the capability to knock out the other sun or just knock that down? I mean, look, they said it's 5 times hotter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine something like that. Just imagine something going horribly wrong for the world, for the entire world, for you sending up an artificial sun.
I don't think it's gonna mess up the real sun, but it will fuck us up.
Listen, I'm just saying, but you never know what ramifications these type of things have. I mean, look, we talking about a country that's just, I mean, especially nuclear. Could this be something that could be potentially fatal to the entire world? You know what I'm saying? Like, how should people view this? Because in the hood, I know we're going to view it a different way. You got scientists and other people viewing it a different way. And this has really become a heated debate, man, in a bunch of circles, man. So, I don't know. I just wanted somebody else's point of view, man. Somebody to just kind of look like, damn, I mean, is China that far ahead of the game, or we just so far back? Well,
I mean, shit, they done ran to the forefront of the world within 30, 40 years. So they pretty much, they smart as a motherfucker. We know that. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out when babies start growing arms on their forehead.
I don't know. I think this could potentially open up, you know, other portals out there, man, in the space work. Because, you know, they say, you know, it's these other portals out there, man, that you can mess around and get through, man, and get lost and never get seen again now. You know,
hey, man, I I worry about the back alley behind Subway, man. I'm going too far. I worry about the portal. You feel me?
Oh man,
The nigga in the alley right now.
For real, that's true. Cause we that's how we thinking and that's how we feeling. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, but I'm just like, man, look, me looking at this, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think, man. I really don't, know how to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Something like this. I really didn't think America, people, America anyway, nobody else probably really don't care, but America would even allow that. You know what I'm saying? They talking about shooting down missiles and other stuff from other countries. And, we talking about
the whole thing is to put... See, once we got smart enough to understand we were smart, we started pushing all type of limits. I mean, you got to remember Dolly back in the day, the clone, and all that other weird shit. Like, they've been doing a lot of things for a long time. And with science and engineers, well, engineers don't have so much of a, well, they do, as far as these oaths and all that other shit. But that shit don't really matter. Right. As far as humankind is concerned, we've been pushing the limits ever since we understood that we could.
Right.
So as far as that, and then you got to think about it. So suppose, and God forbid, we have one of those catastrophes where we get hit by an asteroid or something, and that shit bring in another ice age because it blocks out the sun and all that other weird shit. And voila, here comes China to the rescue. You know what I'm saying? They put up their artificial sun. Now they charging us for the shit.
Hey, look, man. I don't know, man. China. It seems like China knows something that everybody else don't now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I say, man, you got to think of how China been moving, man. Really, listen, all right, watch China these days. Even with the sun, China right now is one of the smartest nations around the globe as far as how they're advancing and how they're placing their stake in the world to be necessary and needed. First of all, they practicing a different type of colonialism right now. China own down there all of Africa. They own a lot of the islands, what they're doing is they're doing it financially through lending money. So if you owe me money, just like a street nigga, you feel me? Now I'm gonna come in your house and start repoing shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting their hands on everything around the world. China's on a different page as far as the world is concerned. So you got to think somebody that just, like I say, 30, 40 years ago was a third world country. That's a different. That shit doesn't happen, man. That's why one of those things that can just be readily said, hey, that happened here in human history. It just doesn't happen, and they've done it. So their purpose in the world is pretty much solidified right now because we owe their ass trillions of dollars. We owe their ass this type of money. So
but we bullies though. But America bullies. America like, look, we owe you. We gonna pay you when we get it, and you ain't gonna do nothing. We gonna give you what we want you to have over here, and I dare you to act like you want some problems. And China, China over there like, yo, I don't keep thinking I don't want them problems now. You know what I mean?
And that was just for to say, bro. First of all, when the last time America went to war with somebody that had the same capabilities they had? Never, not never, no time since World War I, not never. They just don't listen. If it ain't gonna make no money and it don't make sense, we ain't gonna do it. And first of all, going to war with China is way too costly.
Right.
Going to war with Russia is way too costly. That's why we do sucker shit like sanctions and all that weird shit. The Russians got on TV today talking about some. You can sanction us all you want, but fuck you and your sanctions.
Right.
You gonna crash these Ukrainian motherfuckers when we get ready. We out.
Right.
I mean, they didn't say it like that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's basically what they said. So I do, man, but it's just, that is how it's just ran. I think challenges, they looking at it from a standpoint too, from a business standpoint, like you said, financially, because we're their biggest consumer, you know what I'm saying? Their biggest purchaser, you know what I'm saying? They're the biggest exporter of goods, you know what I'm saying? We're like the largest importer, you know what I'm saying? And we're importing 70% of their products, you know what I'm saying? So,
bruh, listen, I mean, because we believe in this capitalism bullshit, we so consumer based, And them motherfuckers over there with sweatshops, you know, they getting 30 cents an hour.
Right, for real.
They can afford to feed the world all
prison
this
wages.
bullshit.
They getting prison wages.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, they getting prison wages.
So them pushing the envelope with their technology and all that, we can only expect that.
Yeah.
We can only expect that. And then on top of that, they don't have no trade. I mean, not trade laws. They don't have any copyright laws over there. You go over there right now, man. They don't, bro. Like, it's free market like a motherfucker. That's why they got a whole bunch of bootleg ass. Like, it's a whole Yeezy store over there. Fake. What's a whole lot of fake ass stores over there. But
I go over there and get me some of them fake Jordans over there. You know what I mean?
Man, listen. If they was made anywhere around the world, you can get a version of that bitch in China, bro. No bullshit. Like, that's fact. But yeah, man, I think they just they setting themselves up, man, to be needed, and that's basically what they've done. Because, like I say, with that sun and everything else that they're conjuring up, and God only knows what else they got behind closed doors that they haven't put up.
Oh man, look, I don't want to see it. I think the big invasion coming soon, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the big invasion, they're gonna invade China soon, man. I mean, they're gonna give me, you know, America too.
Man, listen, I don't, man. Listen, in order for us to whoop China, man, we have to drop all of those rules from all those war crime rules and all that weird shit they got from the Geneva Convention, and drop another fucking atomic bomb. Because them motherfuckers got a billion people over there.
Boy, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, man, they got bodies. They got bodies to spare. They can just keep throwing. You kill 5, they got 50 more.
Right. I mean, yeah.
They probably got more people than we got bullets. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, that's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think they're just pushing it for it.
So look, how far does it put us behind in technology? Not just including black people, like, you know, because they always say we always last and everything. Like, how far does it put us behind in technology? Like, should we be trying to learn and ramp up our knowledge in technology? You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to learn. Well, because that seems like the new wave, and if you don't have it, you're gonna get left behind. You got to be able to adapt with that new technology and the way things are going, that meta verse and all this other stuff. How far does it put us behind? Or are we behind? Or black people, we just way behind?
Well, you never know what somebody has until they tell you.
Right.
So, I mean, we got secrets. So God only knows what the U.S. has up on the, you know, our sleeve that hasn't been pushed out there for anybody to know. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's a lot of people behind walls right now that's doing a lot of things. And as far as black people concerned, I don't know, man. We're a subset of America, but we're still America.
Right.
So if America's behind, we're behind still. I mean, you know, as much as we want to, I mean, we can separate all day, and then rightfully so, because we're in Rome and they separated us. So that's our mentality.
Right.
But I mean, if them people in our country winning, we winning. But as far as and I don't really know what innovations we have as far as looking into our community, you know, these days. But we've had a lot of innovations prior in the 60s, 50s, and 70s. As far as any time recently, I really don't have an understanding of what we have contributed as far as on that I would have, and I don't want to be, you know, saying nothing crazy on that higher level, I would assume. And that, you know, I don't want anybody out there listening. I'm not trying to make my ignorance to go to. I'm just saying I don't know. You feel me? I haven't the slightest idea. I know we contributed a lot in the 20th century period.
Right.
You know, the last century that just passed. That's just a fact. Mm-hmm. But as far as the science and what's going on now, I haven't the slightest idea. But I'm pretty sure we have some bright minds out there. You know, somebody that's doing things like the guy that's I don't know if it's a black guy that started fixing Teslas.
Nah.
Yeah, so man, look him up. His name is Rich something. Rich.
Okay.
His name is Rich.
What you mean by started fixing Tesla?
Well, you know, Tesla, you have to take it back to them.
Oh, okay.
He's a nerdy-ass black.
Work on it. Okay.
Yeah, but Tesla's a different animal. Tesla's like Sony. Sony fucked up. I hate Sony. Sony and Apple, that type of shit.
Right.
You know, everything must go back to them. You feel me? Like, nothing is working without their permission, pretty much. Right. And this guy said, fuck that. And he just started working on a black guy, though, intelligent as shit. So he started fixing Teslas his goddamn self, which was a highly impossible feat, but he did it.
Damn.
Well, I'm not going to say impossible. It's just really hard. So we got some really bright minds out there, man, that's with us for it. So, you know, like I say, man.
I consider myself one of them bright minds, man. I'm
telling you. Man, you are. Damn it, man, you are.
Boy, you crazy. Oh, man, yeah, I like to consider myself one of those bright minds out here, man. I really do, man. I think that, man, look, I do have the ability, man, to actually connect the world. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on for a second, my brother. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting this dirt off your shoulder. Okay, go back. Okay.
I do think I have those abilities, man, to be able to connect people. You know what I'm saying? I just got a weird way of connecting people and talking with people, or connecting with people and others, being in groups talking about different things. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, it's not a weird way. It's just you, baby. It's just different, and it's the way you do it. Right. You're one of one. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm definitely one of one, man. So.
It's never gonna be another. You feel me?
Right. So look, and I feel good about myself, and when I'm around others, especially black people, they'll tell you, especially people that I work with, they'll tell you, I like to make them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that, look, man, you here. You're a part of the process. You're a part of the people. You're a part of the community. You know what I'm saying? Don't shy away from that. You know what I'm saying? Have a little heart. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what door you walk in, it's going to be issues for you. You can't run out of every door. You know what I'm saying? You
definitely right, my brother. You're definitely right.
And I talk to black people like this, and they can relate to it. Because I tell them, I said, look, I go through things, you know what I'm saying, on the job, just like you. You know what I'm saying? You may not see it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I go through things as well. So I can relate, but guess what I'm not doing? Nobody's running me off. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, man. We gonna run to it before we run from it.
Man, that's all I'm saying, man. Look, I'd rather sit there and face it head up, man, and we can try to resolve it in a, humane manner, and a gentleman's manner, or however you want to put it, So I just think that, look, we just gotta, as people, black people, we gotta start trying to view things different. Cause I know we're getting off the subject, but I spoke with a guy, and he said, man, I would never work in the office with white people. I said, why? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I just don't want to be around all that. You know, they watching me, looking at me do things. I said, so what? So what? You rather just sit out here on the floor and just do one thing, not make yourself valuable? I said, because that could translate to something bigger in the future in another company that may be more diverse than, you know what I'm saying, or a place where you're trying to be. You know, so I don't
think that guy understands, man. Sometimes you gotta wade through shit water to get to the sugar water.
Right.
And if you really have goals, plans, dreams, and ambitions, it's certain things you're gonna have to stomach. That, you feel me?
Right.
Like, it's like going to the gym. You got to lift these weights even if on the day you don't want to. Mm-hmm. You got to do this cardio. You got to get this sweat out. You got to do the shit you don't like to do to get where you want to go. Exactly. Absent now of selling your motherfucking principles and your soul and all that other type of shit. Like, as long as you true to you, then, no, man, sometimes you gotta suffer a little bit to get where you want to go, to do better things for the people, for you and the people around you. Right. That's the intent. Right. Most motherfuckers that's selfish, man. They don't,
Yeah.
They don't think past themselves, so they don't really give a fuck. They'll sit where they at.
Yeah, I'm trying to just cake up, man. Put my family up so I can be a real artificial sun and send it up to the sky over here behind my backyard. You know what I mean? If it ain't but a small one, you know what I mean? I mean, look, if China can do it, there's no reason why I believe I can do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna let you take care of that. I just want this money to buy a politician. You feel me?
Because that's what's going to make it happen.
Yeah, all I need to do. He who counsels kings needs no throne. I just want to buy a politician, baby. That's all I need. Once I get to buy me a politician, oh, man, I feel all right. I'm going to make sure you build that son with no problem.
Look, man, I'm telling you, man, listen, you can easily buy one, man, today, right now, for $9.99, right here on Facts, man. You get your politician today, man. Right. No, for real, hey, look, I wish wish I could buy me one too, man. But the fact is, I haven't put in enough work in the working world to actually obtain those financial funds to obtain that.
Hey man, listen, man. It's all you gotta do is stay diligent. Keep your hand on the wheel, bro. We gonna make it and we gonna get it. Y'all should believe that.
I'm driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm driving.
Yeah, man. Believe me, I'm gonna buy me one before I die. I'm gonna be standing in the picture shaking hands. And I'm gonna go sit down and watch him lie for me. You feel me?
I get it. Listen, and I definitely think we should buy us a ticket and go to China, and let's just go over there and just see if we can, go over there where they launched that sun at. You know what I mean? Let's talk to some of them people, because man, evidently they got the key to life. You know what I mean?
Hey man, the only thing with the Chinese, man, the Chinese are culturally strict. Like them motherfuckers don't like nobody. They might dance with a few white people, but they still gonna look at niggas strange. Now China's really, they're one of those. Listen, man, a good portion of the weed in America is sold by Koreans, and well, I'm not gonna say Chinese but the Asians, the Koreans, and they're so ethnically together, culturally together. Listen, you could come to them with a higher price, they still not gonna sell it to you. This is a known fact. This is things that, so they gonna lock you out so they can stay in. Mm-hmm. So their mentality is all for one and one for all, and if it ain't gonna work for all of us or benefit all of us, so we can keep it forever. Like I say, man, they have you better not throw up a damn snake. Snake by the pew, bro. Anyway, so
oh man, damn.
I don't know what you got going on, but yeah, man. So that's one thing that will make black people a lot sharper and stronger.
Right.
Shit, if we start getting that mentality of fuck everybody else, my brother first, not that dumbass Wakanda shit, then you know what I'm saying, we'll be all right.
Right.
Fuck Wakanda. Wakanda wanted to take care of the world before we took care of ourselves. We ain't doing that.
Right. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, man, out here, man. Look, I'm moving the channel. I'm telling y'all right now, man, if you ain't trying to come with me, then that's on you. So, hey, man, I'm going to China. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't come, I'm telling all my friends right now, I'm visiting China, man. I'm telling you. So. But, yeah, man.
I'm going to go with you, baby. I'm going to go with you, but I'm going with reservations. I don't trust you.
Listen, man. Look,
I'm going to have me I'm gonna have an escape part on the show and one at the airport just in case she get funky.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna go over there and experience. And one thing I know is they not gonna take me and keep me because I'm not worth nothing to them. They know my government is not gonna pay for me to come back. So hey, they don't.
I don't know, man.
I be over there begging. I be over there begging. They won't keep me. They get tired of me. No, this nigga beg too much. Let me get rid of him.
No, man. You might just make you an experiment. Next thing you know.
Oh, black man, he run fast. We catch him with drone. We have to catch him with drone.
And first of all, you might end up on somebody's dinner table. If it walk, crawl, fly, swim, they'll eat it. So, so you fuck around and they might invent some new dog.
Yeah, so look, I got somebody asking a question in the comments, Nut. I don't know what they asking, do you believe the 2049 plan is real? Whatever that is. I don't know, what is that, Nut? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I believe that's very real. That is well known around the world.
Right, enlighten me about the 2049 plan, because look, I must have missed something.
Well, listen. Let me answer them. Let me answer them as far as I understand what they're saying. I understand that they have a 20-year plan, period. As far as what's implemented in because they might be being specific as far as what's in that plan.
Right.
Whatever's in the plan, I don't know what that is all about, because it could be, it might be one of them conspiracy theory things. Mm-hmm. But as far as we understand, yeah, it's well known that they're thinking 20, 30 years ahead of the rest of the world. That's a fact. As far as what's under that thought process, I don't know what that is. So let me say that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hell yeah, I believe they got a plan that far out. I mean, just think now. They're doing financial colonialism. They're lending money to the world owes them money. Mm-hmm. So what they do, they come in and they don't have to They don't have to go in and take over. They doing this shit different. They're not taking over like the old days. They're doing this shit on a different scale.
Right.
So whatever they got planned right now is working. So tomorrow, because a good portion of Africa owes them money. Right. All those railways and those systems and all those things that they're putting in place in Africa right now. And like Jamaica, they own damn near all of Jamaica. Let's just keep it G. Any Jamaican listen to me chime in? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's that damn root they eat and drink? Ginseng. A lot of ginseng is grown in the islands of Jamaica. They getting that shit from over there in large quantities. So they're spending money, and Jamaica's selling out the country. Their politicians been, selling that shit out. And Africa doing the same damn thing.
Now,
now
somebody making a comment saying that they own all the meat processing plants in the United States. I wouldn't go that far. I think I do know they own a majority of the pork processing plants, a lot of the pork in America. I do know that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about the other meat processing plants. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on that. So, you know what I'm saying? So how about that? As far as that, do you think that they own China own all the meat processing plants in America?
Well, we just speculate on a lot of things, but one thing we do know, they are in our pockets. And I don't know how much of we have in 2010. I was just watching the video today, man. The deficit then, that as far as what we owed them, was $1 trillion. Right. So I'm pretty sure it's been stretched since then. I don't have the numbers as far as the date. But that was in 2010, and that was right after the housing crash of 2008 and all that other shit. So, we were sick. Mm. And then, we went through a slight recession. Obama kind of bounced us back. You feel what I'm saying? That's a fact. Right. You might not like what he didn't do for us, but he did bounce the country back. So right now the deficit is getting higher and heftier. But China's, like I say, they're doing that financial colonialism on a different scale. And so there's something to be reckoned with. And being that they're doing these things like this artificial sun, because they got all them people in their country. China's a weird, this is a weird dynamic over there. I mean, because shit, they got China has the fastest growing population of billionaires in the world. Right. Facts. Like they're producing more billionaires right now than the rest of the world combined. It's ridiculous as fuck.
Man, so they the biggest. Listen, globalism is real, man. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They are everywhere in every corner of the world, man. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Capitalism collapses on itself because of greed. Right. And so just socialism ain't that great, but capitalism ain't either. There has to be a balance. Right. And when there's no checks and balances in place, then somebody's going to run amok. Mm-hmm. And then what happens is, like, sooner or later, the United States, like you said earlier, sooner or later, the United States, because the only reason why we went to war in the first war, in the Gulf War, everybody know this, is because of the oil. Right. The Secretary of State at that time said we cannot allow a dictator to control our resources, which was that wasn't even hidden code words. He was just outright saying, hey, man, we going to war because these motherfuckers got the oil and shit drying up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. The first places we hit, which a lot of people don't know, are the fucking the oil fields. The fucking the Navy SEALs went in and they secured the oil fields first. Right. That's what happened. Before we did anything, them Navy SEALs went and locked down them fucking oil fields, and that's a fact. So if it's not about money, it don't make sense. And sooner or later, but the way China's doing it is it's not that muscle conquest like Russia. Russia just outright bullies for real. Like they don't give a fuck. Like so Russians be on their own.
And we even got a comment on this, right? Who's the bigger threat, Russia or China? Somebody just chimed in and said China. China is the threat, not Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, China.
And they said that, and here's another said, China has also learned how to control the algorithms. Is that true? You believe that? I mean, they do. I don't know about that because I think Russia play a big part of that as well, as far as, you know what I'm saying, chasing them algorithms.
Well, I mean, shit, listen, right now everything is about money. Everything is a money. And right now China is getting the cash. And so with money, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And being that they're doing it, listen, man, they smooth criminals, bro. It's a difference. Listen, they gonna give you more time for robbing a bitch with a gun. Now, the more dangerous motherfucker is the motherfucker that's robbing you with the paper and the pen. See, because the nigga with the gun, he can only rob 1 or 2 people at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can't rob a shitload of motherfuckers. Now, with that pen, you can go ham. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, now they scared of the physical threat because that nobody wants to be hurt. And so that smooth criminal, the motherfucker that's just robbing you with words and is robbing you with that pen, he's doing way more damage, but it's slow, it's methodical, and it's not as, it don't seem as bad. So by the time you catch up, it's too late. You done already signed this contract. Now your ass locked in. Now you got to make booty payments after this.
Booty payments.
Now after the contract up, you still got to make ass payments.
Right. China has mastered the game, man. They have, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They putting their footprint all over the world, man, and you know, so I'm just saying, look, I think that we should be just taking notice of what they doing and just trying to learn that. I mean, for real. I did see an episode where they was training their kids at 12 and 10 years old how to run a business, putting them in an actual business like McDonald's and getting them franchises and letting them run this at an age, teaching them this in school. I was like, damn, you know how advanced that is? Man.
Not really. Jews been doing that their whole existence. Man. What do you think a bar mitzvah is? A bar mitzvah, when they have to learn all of these scriptures and all of this thing out of the Torah, not whatever. Mm-hmm. Might be saying some of that shit wrong. Before they 13. So by the time they hit 13, they memorized books. And we got a problem taking the fucking ACT.
Yeah, you're right.
No. Jews have been doing that type of shit for centuries. So in their mindset, that's why you don't listen. Tell me a Jew that work anywhere in your job that's on the floor by you or anybody else. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're not gonna see one. When I walk around the hospital, I don't see no Jews that's not doctors.
Right.
I don't see none that's not lawyers. You know why? Because they're embedded since they're children. They embedded since they're born. We don't take low-lying shit. So from the start of their existence, they're brainwashing their kids and themselves that shit is big money or no money.
Yeah, that's huge.
So this been going on since time. We the ones from the we even when we was back in Africa, man, we didn't understand that because listen, the fact is, this is the fact. If you have a king or any type of ruler, there has to be a peasantry up under that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely a fact. That's definitely a fact.
Somewhere there's a peasantry. Somewhere, because most motherfucking rulers, and not saying for all, because we can't say that, because there are kingdoms that have taken care of their people, but that's far and few between. So, I mean, it just is what it is. If everybody put on that same level, like, I love the Bible. Some people might not like this, but the Bible, if we really studied that to the exact way that it's supposed to, and we really implemented that in our communities, bro, none of us would. Deuteronomy. First of all, if the stranger come, I could put rules on him that I can't put on my brother. I can't charge you like I could charge a stranger. I can't charge you like I charge an alien. Right. If we put those thought processes in our lives, like really implemented that the way it reads and not just reading it,
right,
bro, we could be talking the same shit that they talk. We could be doing the same things that they do. Right. But see, we really gloss over a lot of things that will really help us as a people.
Right. And
then we say, well, damn, why they get it? Nah, it ain't no why. We don't implement the shit that we know.
Right. And that's right. And that's what I say a lot of times. That's my secret. Me being able to understand those principles of the Bible, whether it's Deuteronomy is one of the best books in the Old Testament. A lot of people don't know that. That was he was the preacher, right? He was called the preacher, right? I think that's what he was called. He was getting
Deuteronomy is one of the books.
in the Old Testament.
Right? You talking about Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and all that.
I'm talking about Ecclesiastics. That's what I'm talking about. Ecclesiastes.
Right, Ecclesiastes is the book of the preacher. Right.
Yeah. Listen, I really love reading that text in Ecclesiastics. Man, he gives a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, it's wisdom for days. But a lot of the laws and the rules were in Deuteronomy. I mean, some of them are archaic. Like, you can't implement those things today. But as far as how to move and how to live and how to think, Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, and the Psalms is what's up.
Right.
Ecclesiastes and Proverbs would get everybody's mind right if they just put that shit into practice.
Hey, listen, the preacher,
that is no joke.
And Ecclesiastes, it's not a real long chapter.
No,
so
man.
People can read that.
If you put it in as an audio book, man, it's about 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute listen, man.
Man, it is really a great read. It really is, man. It really is. And that's why I say, look, putting those principles into practice in your community and your children, embedding that in your children, man. I mean, it works, man. It really does, man. I don't think I didn't start doing really good in my life and start seeing who I was until then. You know what I'm saying? Until I started applying some of those principles. You know what I'm saying? So just make them applicable. That's all I say. You know, if some people follow them, some people don't like it. But like you said, if people did do that, you know.
Yeah, man. A lot of things, and then we wouldn't be sitting back. I mean, because black people have put a lot of things. We've done a lot of purposeful things on this planet. We just been put into this, secondary position, and mentally, and a lot of us we're stuck here. Like we sitting there talking about what China is. Listen, China was never supposed to be who they are today. But somebody woke up over that bitch and was like, "Hey, boy, this shit gotta stop."
Right.
Somebody over there woke up like, "Boy, this shit gotta stop." You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And so they started moving the right way. And look, right now, we on the phone talking about them bitches putting up an artificial sun. But 30, 40 years ago, man, when they still had outhouses and all that other type of shit. It's a good portion of the country still poor, but the fact is, man, listen, they far from fucked up. They far from fucked up. And like I say, once you owe me, once I'm in and they smooth criminals with the shit. They smooth criminals. They robbing a nigga. Yeah, man. They listen. They doing their dollar. So I don't know how far we are or not behind, but I do know they moving fast as fuck. They are moving,
and we better keep up.
Man, and like I say, man, America has so many secrets, man. We don't know what we got baking underground. You know what I'm saying? Like America the shit now. America the shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, no matter what the fuck China doing, the U.S. the currency for the world is still a dollar. Now we gonna find out if we not the shit if they ever flip off the dollar. If the dollar's ever upset, that's when we're gonna find out where we are in the world. Because there are a lot of currencies that's worth way more than the dollar. But for some strange reason, the dollar is the standard of the world. So whenever that flips off of that podium,
right,
then we'll understand where we at in the world. Yes. But shit, 9 times out of 10, shit, man, those snakes in Washington ain't gonna let that happen. Don't let one of them scary ass Trump pansies get in fucking office.
Boys, over.
Man, listen, I'm talking about because Trump he had enough sense not to want to go to war. See, he was selfish enough to try to keep a lot of things in the house. That's why he didn't give a fuck what China was doing. He didn't give a he shitted on China every chance he got because China type of shit. But he let fucking Putin go do whatever the fuck he wanted. Like he didn't really care. He kept everything in house. Now if you get one of these other motherfuckers, and then the Democratic Party has been the party of fucking war anyway for a long time. Right. Like every last one of these motherfuckers have been upsetting governments around the world. So let one of these motherfuckers with that same mentality, and Reagan was another one. They think they want to be Reagan part 2 with a little Trump in them. Man, shit, bro.
Hey, look, won't you run for office, man? Listen, we got to get you to run for office.
No, man. I
Man, listen, I want everybody to petition for you to be the, you know what I mean?
Well, hell no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
All right,
yeah,
what's up, man.
I want it down to my own terms.
Because they're going to definitely try to kill you.
They're gonna try to keep him put stuff down here. Okay. But like I said, I'd rather buy somebody than have them lie for me.
Bro,
That's it. That's what we gonna do. We gonna buy one of these motherfuckers, man.
and let them lie.
That's all black people gotta do. Understand, when you buy you a politician, boy, you done bought you a space in the world.
Yeah, no question.
That's all they do.
Boy, you own some lights in this land. Boy, you really own some lights in this land. You know what I mean, out here. Yeah, so, man, look. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, my boy. No, go ahead.
Nah, I wasn't about to say nothing. I was about to say, listen, man, I'm on the ticker, man. It's about 4 minutes left, man. I was just, I'm just happy you came through, man, to holler at, man, about this joint, man, because this joint, man, is really serious. I know a lot of people hear us, we be clowning and like they think we capping, but we really serious about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff happening in front of our face, and we need to mount up and stand together, man, and build some of our own. Continue building, you know what I'm saying? And this time, keep our own patents. Build.
Man, listen, we got robbed of a lot of things, but right now we give it.
Exactly.
And we, like I say it all the time, bro. The motherfuckers need to drop a bag in every black American's house today, and I love my people, but we gonna keep this shit all the way G. Half of y'all are fucking it up, giving back to the motherfucking Gucci motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure gonna go buy me a couple pair of Louis. You understand me? but I'm gonna buy me some houses too. Like I'm not gonna get it all back. I ain't that crazy.
Right, I'm gonna focus on them properties. Look, if you can't drop me a bag, you can't drop me that 40 acres in the mule, because I'm gonna sell 20 acres of it, and I'm gonna sell that mule because I don't need it. And I'm gonna keep me 20 acres, and I'm gonna build me some houses and all my own stuff. You know what I mean? And
man, listen, I'm gonna build nothing but housing, but we gotta go for innovation too, though, man. Like you say, we because one thing that we do. Hey, listen, for everybody out there, I don't know, Dr. Claude Anderson, right? This is one of our great men that's still alive to this day.
Okay.
He got this thing called Powernomics. Go look up Powernomics. And he explains how this is his plan for how.
I started reading that. Some of his stuff and watching him on YouTube too. Yeah,
man. Dr. Claude Anderson is a beast, man. He's one of those thinkers that we need as far as, knocking out motherfuckers like Candace Owens and all this other shit. It's not until they recognize us as full-blooded portions of America and not a subset. We still got to fight like we're a subset. Right. So, and what a lot of our people don't understand is, as far as fuck that joint, if you come to my table and you don't bring no food, then you're still a guest. Mm-hmm. I still can treat you how I feel.
Right.
Now, if you bring a bunch of shit with you to my table, then you're not just a guest.
Right.
You're a part of this process, and I have to respect you as such. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Black people don't bring much to the table. It's hard for us to fight and to talk shit when just like we just said earlier, bro, they not finna go to war with somebody that's their equal. We have to be seen as equals at this table, not beggars. A lot of the time when we sitting at these tables with these people and we run around with these politicians and we saying, oh, we should have this and we should have that, we begging. That's just facts. I don't give a fuck how nobody look at it. I don't give a fuck what the world owe us until we take it and come to that table like, bitch, stop playing with me. Right. I got mine too.
Right. No,
I got my gun too.
So that's why, look, and that's why I see the bigger picture with Hove, do like Hove. You know what I'm saying? Because Hove, like, look, I got mine. I'm coming to the table with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to negotiate. I'm here to put my place, cement my place here, man. That's why I like what Hove doing, man. That's why I know people criticize.
Man, Hove is a beast, man. That boy, Hove is a monster. He get a bad rap on a lot of things.
Yeah,
but you know what's crazy about Hove, man?
Hove doing it for everybody, though. He's doing it for his whole community.
Yeah, and some people, and you know what made me really respect him, and a lot of people don't?
What?
That nigga been screaming Tata name ever since he came out. That's his day one from the time he came up. So if them niggas still with him, something got to be right with this nigga.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Something got to be right with this nigga. Now, he might have fucked some people on the outside over, and and even Martin Luther King got a bad rap at some time. Because it's a lot of battles they wanted him to fight within that war, and King say, man, I can't do that. I ain't got room for that.
So look, but I got 44 seconds. The show getting ready to end. Look, we gonna touch on that tomorrow too, about the leadership, the black leadership in the black community with Dr. King. Is he the last real leader? I've been talking about this not with just people in the black community, but in the white community, some friends of mine. But look, we got 27 seconds, man. This is your boy E-Dale with his co-host Nut. He will be here on this show because I'm forcing him to be here on this show.
He damn so do.
So look, that's my time. I'm out. I love y'all. Mr. Facts. Hey, Nut, tell the people, man.
Man, whenever you call me.
That's our time right here on Facts.